All right, guys, it's Billy and Ashley. We are back with episode 2 of our Sizzle series. We're excited for you to continue to lean in with us as we hear from different youth pastors and speakers just from all over the U.S. This week, we have a very dear friend of ours, Jeremy Diaz from Dubuque, Iowa.
Yeah, and he's actually hanging out at the Field of Dreams field in Iowa.
Yes.
And he's talking about dreams. It's actually a perfect setting for this conversation. So, guys, grab your Bibles, grab something to take notes, and let's lean in and hear what Jeremy has to say.
I remember the first time I came to this place. If you're a movie fan, you might recognize it, but there's something missing. It's the corn. I'm at the Field of Dreams. That was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. I love sports, and I love the idea of a dream coming to reality. The famous line in the movie is that if you build it, they will come. The man in the movie, played by Kevin Costner, his name is Ray Kinsella, and he had this dream of playing catch one more time with his dad. And this voice spoke to him and said, if you build it, Ray, they will come. And so the whole movie goes through him pursuing this dream. I remember the first time I came here, it looked a lot like it does now. There's a little bit more snow on the ground, but it was really, really unimpressive. I remember talking to my friend who brought me, and I said, this place looks really unimpressive without the corn here. And I felt like the Lord spoke to me in that moment. He said, Jeremy, it's unimpressive because the seeds haven't been planted yet. This time of year, the seeds are getting ready to be planted. Well, the dreams in our life are no different. God prepares dreams in our hearts, and those seeds need to be planted. In Galatians, this is what it says. It says, don't be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a person sows, he will also reap. Because the one who sows to his flesh will reap destruction from the flesh. But the one who sows to the Spirit will reap eternal life from the Spirit. So let us not get tired of doing good, for we will reap at the proper time if we don't give up. I think about this place. In the summer, this field is full of families and kids playing catch with one another, just like in the movie. It was a dream that somebody had. And I think about our own dreams. And so I want to give you 3 things really quick to help you cultivate the dreams in your life. The first thing is this, is to do not be deceived. Understand that if God has dreams and plans for your life, the enemy also has dreams and plans for your life. We have to be clear in our thinking and make sure that we are aligned with the Spirit so that we will not be deceived. The second thing is this, seeds have to be planted, but you don't just plant a seed and leave it. They have to be watered, they have to be tended to, and they have to be cultivated. In our hearts, our dreams are no different. Let God plant the seeds of those dreams in your heart. But then you do the work through studying the Word, through prayer, through seeking community with other believers, of watering the seed of that dream. And then lastly, it's this, watch God bring the harvest. If you do not give up, if you aren't willing to quit, if you will say in your heart, God, I know this dream is from you. It's a spiritual seed. It's not a seed of the flesh. So I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to water it. I'm going to cultivate it. I'm going to let it grow up until the proper time. And then when the proper time comes, God will allow you to harvest that seed in your life. Your dreams are there for a reason. Don't let anybody discourage you from pursuing a dream that God has put in your heart. Romans 11:29 says this, that God's gifts and his call are irrevocable. So if God has planted a seed in your heart in regards to a dream, I want to encourage you, don't be deceived. plant that seed, water it, watch it grow, and in the proper time, let God bring the harvest.
How good was that?
That was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
We love Jeremy and his wife Megan out in Iowa, and they are doing God's work out there. And it's been really cool to actually see what he's sharing be outworked in his own life as God blesses their ministry in Iowa. And so if you guys want to connect with Jeremy, you guys can follow him on Instagram. We'll put his Instagram right here. But we would also love to connect with you on Instagram at The Firebrand Show. We cannot wait for you to continue to tune in to this series.
It's just going to keep getting hotter.